Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. So today we are going to do a SERAC Adore Cuisine, the Extreme Pack. Pack 1, so this was packed in 2020 and expires in 2023. Or best before. And again it's in sort of a plastic bag with a ziplock. You can see there. So let's see what we are going to have. So for lunch we are going to do, let's just look at our ration heater. So this is the ration heater. You sort of have to flatten out the, ferromagnesium or whatever is in here. And you can see do you have fill? Yep, we've got I think fill lines there. Yes, there's fill lines. And there's a whole thing about how to use the heater. These heaters, of course, look different from the previous or the other 2020 SERAC rations we did. We've got the mutton pasta. Here we go, the mutton pasta. And there's a lot of ingredients. I might read it, I will see. But this is 454 kcal for this bag. So let's see what's the ingredients. So we've got water, mutton meat, 19%. So it's South African, as they say, South African mutton meat. Let's just get into here. There's pasta, 12.3%. Sort of durum wheat pasta. Or egg white powder. And this is just the pasta. We've got butternut pumpkin, or butternut anyway, onions, vegetable oil, tomato paste, whatever metadextrine is, thickeners, some tomato puree, salt, vegetable stock, some vegetable powders, tomato pea, onion, garlic, flavorings, and some other stuff. I'm not going to read everything. So we've got our fruit nut mix. There we go. So there's sort of some pineapple or some papaya pieces, some raisins, some other fruit stuff. There's some almonds, some cashews and some peanuts. So we will see how this looks. We've got again pineapple isotonic drink. This is half a liter. So, and again it wouldn't fit in here, so you have to have a separate bottle to mix this in. And we've got some peach protein shake. Or high protein recovery drink. So they actually say on the packet just to use one of these per day. And we've got a little wet wipe. And of course we've got the spoon and the serviette and stuff. So before we get started, let's check out our wet wipe by cleaning our little table. So it's easy to open. Quite a nice big bag, but here's our wet wipe. Very fluffy, almost. Let's see if there's stretch in this. Bit stretch in one direction, not in the other. Definite alcohol-y, you get that alcohol-y spirits flavor with this. Very, very strong. And it cleans nicely. So this is our antiseptic wipe, since really strong spirits flavor. It's almost more spirit-like than it is alcohol-like. But it works. So we know that the other, so let's just look at this quickly. You can see there 2 10 notches. we've got one there above, and you've got one below. So you can use the one below to use this as a bowl, but the problem is these stickers here, it sort of overlap with the T-notch. So you have to actually cut this, and of course gusseted pouch. So to put this in the ration heater, you just squash it a bit, just so that it becomes a bit more evenly spread out. You can see the T-notch, quite a thick plastic, difficult to tear, although you can tear it. There. And you just have to sort of flatten out your heater a bit. Very similar heating pad size than the previous one, maybe a bit thicker now. No. So let's see, will this actually fit in there? It does, and well, and it fits quite nicely, and there's still enough place to, you can see there my whole hand, my fist actually fit in. So you can still add some if you want to add your a drink in here. There's enough space for that. So you put in that, just hike this up a bit and fill the water until that line. You can see there the line somewhere. There we go. So you fill it until you get to that line. Extra little sticky tape here that, or some of them do have, but you just fold this over, put it sort of like this and let it do its thing. I'm not going to show you, there's enough videos, but we will go and do this. So this is our drink. You can see there, T-notch, and you can feel the ziplock there. So there you can see the little ziplock. So, and here we go, you can see there the powder, also gusseted pouch, and this sort of takes, or I think 250 mils. That's what the other one takes that we used, and you just put it in and shake, shake, shake. So we'll, and this is just a normal light yellow, I'm not going to open this here, but just a light yellow powder, 50 grams, and this makes 500 mils. So we will go and mix in everything, heat everything up, and then we will be back. Right, here is the T-notch. You can see there the T-notch isn't always at the top of the bag, and there is no ziplock here. So I've tasted some. You can see they said pineapple in the, oh sorry, not pineapple, papaya, but I haven't seen any papaya yet. I've tasted one of them that tastes like a strawberry. There's the other one that tastes, I'm not sure what. The green one is more sort of lemony. There's one that tastes sort of grape or fruit flavor. Taste this one, almost watermelony. I'm not sure, but there's a variety of fruit cubes in here. There's almond, there's some peanuts, and there's some cashew. So let's taste a little bit. You can see the reddish pinkish fruit cube and some raisins. Really nice. You get the sweetness of the raisins, the crunchiness of the different nuts, and the nutty taste, and then you get these sort of a jelly, fruity, berry type taste. It's quite nice. These are actually nice little fruit cubes. So we will do our food. Now the ration heater is not a wow ration heater. The food is not very hot. So let's see there, we've got some pasta and there's some meat, so let's take a bite. Definitely real lamb meat. The meat is a bit dry, but this is how the meat is in this stuff, because you have to do everything nice and well done. The pasta of course is very soft. Now the meat is real meat, so what it does, and there's a lot of sauce, so what it does, if you just sort of squash it a bit, or when you chew it, it's sort of, the fiber is sort of open, so then this, if it's very saucy like this, the sauce sort of gets into the meat, and that helps a lot with the dryness. The pasta is soft, but all of the, every tinned or canned or preserved pasta is soft. That isn't a problem, because you've got your meat that actually lends nice structure to this. This is sort of a sweet tomatoey taste. You get, I think, the herbiness of the sheep or the lamb, or sorry, the mutton. It's quite nice. So let's check out our serviette. You can see it's there, one serviette. Not a very big and thick one, but at least you've got. So you've got a little serviette, or either the serviette or the little wet wipes for each meal. As I say, just a little serviette, not really much, but there's something. And you've got salt and pepper, which I'm not going to use. You can use it, but I don't feel this stuff needs it, although you might. So it's sort of a sweet tomatoey taste, quite nice. And the meat, nice textured. You can sort of feel the structure of it. So let's take out our pineapple. The same as it was in breakfast. Slightly sour, but not much. A bit sweet. You do get sort of artificial pineapple taste. Tastes almost like jelly, but just not as sweet. And now let's do the our peach drink. So this is sort of a milky peach protein drink. There we go. You can see nice frothy. I shaked it quite nicely. You really have to shake this thing good. So what you do is you put in a bit of water and shake, 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 and then add some more water and shake. For this I will only add 200 ml. I can't remember what they say to do. What? A cup is too much. 200. You still get the slightly maize funny taste, but you get the protein taste, but you also get the sweet peach taste. So I would say 200 ml for this. Maybe a bit less is fine. And you need to shake this, of course, very vigorously for everything to dissolve. So what do I think about it? The ration heater, not very good, but it does sort of get this lukewarm. Or a bit warmer than lukewarm, but not. The previous ration heaters I had in the March ones, these was back in June. The previous ones did work nicer. I don't know if I just had a stupid ration heater or something, but we'll check it out when we use it at dinner. So the food, nice. The meat gives it structure. The spaghetti, the pasta a bit soft, but it's nice. You can see there is some, I think, vegetable stuff in there, maybe, because there is anyway some vegetable powders in there. As I say, a nice sweet tomato taste. And the sauciness, there's just enough sauce to counterbalance the dryness of the meat. And you can always, if you want it more, a bit, the meat not so dry, you can always squash this. I just didn't want to break the pasta, but you can always squash it, and then just break the fibers of the meat part a bit more, so that the sauce can seep into it. Now the isotonic drink is a fine isotonic drink. You get at least, you get a liter of it in the day, so you do get a lot of fluids with this. Let's see, we've got, if you take 200 for all these drinks, 200 and 200, it's sort of 600 ml, so you get 1.5 liters. You might add some more water in, but at least it's quite a nice, it does 1.6 liters, so it's quite a lot of water. And of course there's water in this, and there's extra water you add with your muesli. I think the only thing they really should have is an extra little beverage bag, or that you can put into the Ziploc, that you can add extra water in your ration heaters, that you don't have to put in your whole muesli bag in the morning. But this nice, you get that, the smell is sort of that fatty, sheepy smell. Quite nice. I must say, talk about mutton. The other day I was watching something and somebody talked about what they ate in or the Queen Victoria ate, and the person sort of commented, it was, I think, one of these reenactments, some other show or something, or somebody talking about it, and she said, yes, and the Queen eats mutton. We heard it must be older than 10 years, so I don't know how much they had to cook it for her to eat it, but it was funny anyway. And of course in the Victorian or the older days, they normally ate mutton because the sheep has to do so, normally to provide wool and stuff. You couldn't really slaughter lamb. It's just not really efficient enough. So you sort of slaughtered your older animals. But this mutton not bad. And there we can see our fruit and nut mix. So these fruit cubes. Again, sort of fruit, different types, sort of berry fruits. I think lemon, and there's just a lot of different fruits in here. It's nice. It's not that normal pineapple stuff. This one is actually quite good, and you can have your sweetness of the fruit. You get the nutty taste of the different nuts. It's quite nice. And of course you can eat this on the trail. The only bad thing, there is no Ziploc in the bag, so you can't seal this after you've opened it. So this was the lunch of the 2020, the Extreme Pack. Packed in June 2020, best before June 2023. And as I said, they extended, I see, the best before date. They used just to have a year shelf life. Then I think when they removed the cheese or the little cheeses, it extended a bit more, and now I see it's a 3-year shelf life, which is well nice. And the reason they've got best before stuff in there is they don't use preservatives in their packing, so they can't really, it's not like a US ration that can last for ever and ever. This can last longer than the best before date, but it's something you have to take into consideration. So this was our lunch. Really enjoyed it, so see you at dinner. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.